Hey leaders, today we're talking about something I know many of you are feeling, whether you said it out loud or not: burnout. It's easy to talk about performance, productivity, and goals, but what happens when the people who are driving the goals are running on empty? In this video, we're going to talk about what burnout really looks like for employees and for you as a leader, the root causes of burnout, and proven strategies to prevent burnout before it costs you your team, your energy, and your purpose. And stick with me until the end, because I will share with you a free burnout prevention toolkit that you can use to take action today. Hi, welcome back to Lead Well, Live Well. I'm your host, Dr. Tiffany Fennell, and I'm an executive leadership coach, consulting psychologist, and founder of Fennell Coaching Consulting. So let's start with the signs of burnout. In employees, it's not always so loud or obvious. It might look like a star performer who has suddenly withdrawn, or maybe more sick days or late arrivals, or even a general checked out vibe in meetings. Now in leaders, it's a little trickier because we often ignore these signs. But burnout in you might look like feeling emotional detachment from your role, or struggling to make even basic decisions, or maybe even starting to feel resentful about the work that you used to feel passionate about. The World Health Organization defines burnout as chronic workplace stress that hasn't been successfully managed. So this means it isn't weakness, it's a signal. So why does burnout happen? Let's be honest. It's rarely just about too much work. It's usually around these other factors, such as lack of control, not having much say in how they work, or unclear expectations, shifting priorities or ambiguous roles. Maybe even lack of recognition. When your hard work goes unnoticed, it really does negatively affect motivation. Or even toxic dynamics, gossip, blame, or leadership that ignores well-being. And poor boundaries, when there's this expectation of always being on, that also leads to burnout. And here's the kicker. These issues affect everyone, including the leaders who are responsible for solving them. And remember that burnout is contagious. So if the people around you are experiencing burnout, odds are you are too, or you're about to be. Okay, so let's shift from recognition to prevention. What can you do as a leader to create a burnout-resistant culture? Here are 5 key strategies. 1, model healthy boundaries. Don't just say work-life balance matters. Live it. If you're emailing your team at midnight or skipping lunch every day, they're watching. So set an example by honoring your own limits. A second strategy is to create flexibility and autonomy. Burnout often stems from feeling trapped. When people have some control over their schedules, methods, or priorities, they feel respected and trusted. Autonomy fuels motivation. A third strategy is to normalize well-being check-ins. Don't wait until someone is struggling to ask how they're doing. So for example, in your one-on-ones, include questions like, how's your energy this week? Or what's been feeling heavy or stressful? When people feel seen, they're more likely to speak up before they break down. Fourth, recognize progress, not just perfection. Appreciation isn't just nice, it's necessary. Publicly recognize effort. Celebrate small wins. Burnout grows in environments where people feel invisible. So, for example, you could say something like, "Hey, I saw how you handled that tough client conversation. Thank you." And finally, create psychological safety. If someone feels like they can't say, "I'm overwhelmed," without consequences, burnout is inevitable. Lead with empathy. Respond with curiosity and not criticism. So, for example, let's talk about what support looks like for you right now. Now let's talk about you, the leader. You can't give your team something that you don't have. Burned out leaders create burned out teams. So let's talk about how you can protect your energy. First, delegate like you mean it. Stop being the bottleneck. Delegation doesn't mean dumping tasks. It's about growing others to lead beside you. Second, take real breaks. And no, I don't mean checking emails by the pool. I mean fully unplug. Your brain and your team need you to rest. Third, reconnect to your purpose. Why did you step into leadership in the first place? When things feel heavy, purpose can relight the fire. So revisit your values, journal, reflect. And finally, get support because leadership can be isolating. So whether it's coaching, a peer group, therapist, you need someone who sees you and not just your title. Even the strongest leaders need to be led sometimes. Burnout isn't a flaw, it's feedback. It's your mind and body saying, hey, something needs to change. And as a leader, you have the power to make a change on how you operate and also the conditions that shape your entire team. Prevention starts with awareness, but it thrives in action. And so that's why I created the Burnout Prevention Toolkit, which is packed with tools to help you spot burnout early, hold better conversations, and build systems that really support well-being. And so you can access a free copy at the link in the description. If this video gave you value, please give it a like, subscribe, and share it with a leader who needs this message. And remember, sustainable leadership isn't about being everything to everyone. It's about being well enough to lead well. Well, thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.